Greetings and welcome. Subscribe the channel Thermal Engineering for video sessions. This is a video session on design of shell and tube type heat exchangers. In this session, you will be able to explain design of shell and tube type heat exchangers. Let us discuss about heat exchangers. Shell and tube heat exchangers are one of the most popular types of heat exchanger because of their flexibility to avail a wide range of temperatures and pressures. Heat exchangers are the process equipments which are used to exchange the heat between hot and cold fluids for different applications such as thermal power plants used in power generation, oil and gas industries, refineries, chemical and process industries. Thermal design of a shell and tube heat exchanger typically includes the determination of following parameters: heat transfer area, shell diameter, shell thickness, types and number of passes, tube diameter, tube thickness, number of tubes, tube length, tube pitch, tube layout, number of tube passes, types of baffles and its size with spacing, and shell and tube side pressure drop, etc. All these are determined with the guidelines of TEMA standards. Shell is a large pressure vessel or a cylindrical enclosure. It consists of a number of tubes mounted inside a cylindrical shell in order to exchange heats by thermal contact within a shell. Shells are usually fabricated from standard steel pipe with satisfactory corrosion allowance. Shell diameter should be selected in such a way that it will give a close fit of the tube bundle. The shell thickness of 3 by 8 inch for the shell ID of 12 to 24 inch can be satisfactorily used up to 300 psi of operating pressure. As per the TEMA standards guidelines, types of shells and number of passes which are shown here. Here 1 pass, 2 pass shell. As per the type of flow: split flow, double split flow, divided flow, cross flow. These are prepared in the design of shell and tube heat exchanger. The clearance between the tube bundle and inner shell wall depends on the type of heat exchanger. Tube diameter, that is OD, of 3 by 4 and 1 inch are very common to design a compact heat exchanger. The tube thickness should be enough to withstand the internal pressure along with the adequate corrosion allowance. The tube thickness is expressed in terms of BWG, means Birmingham wire gauge, and the true outside diameter, means OD. Number of tubes. For that, the most efficient condition for heat transfer is to have the maximum number of tubes in the shell to increase turbulence. So it will enhance the heat transfer among the fluids which are passing inside the heat exchanger tubes. The number of tubes that can be accommodated in a given shell ID is called tube count. The tube count depends on the factors like shell ID means internal diameter, OD means outer diameter of tube, tube pitch, tube layout, number of tube passes, type of heat exchanger and design pressure. Tube length. The tube length of 6, 8, 12, 16, 20 and 24 feet are preferred in the design of shell and tube heat exchanger. Tube pitch is the shortest center to center distance between the adjacent tube. The tubes are generally placed in a square or triangular pattern. Here is a table for the values of OD and tube pitch in inches for the pitch type square and triangular. These are the tube layouts: square type, triangular type, rotated square type, which are used. Tube passes. Here in this image we can see this is a single pass, means here one time the fluid inside this tube is flowing. This is a two pass, means two times, and here four times, that's why four pass. So the number of passes is chosen to get the required tube side flow fluid velocity, to obtain greater heat transfer coefficient and also to reduce scale formation. The tube passes vary from 1 to 16. The tube passes of 1, 2 and 4 are common in application. Here in this photo we can see the partition built into exchanger head known as partition plate. It is also called as pass partition, which is used to direct the tube side flow. So here this shell area is divided by this partition into three parts. So here we can say three tube passes. Here this is a one pass tube side, because here you see inside all these tubes are having arrow in the same direction. This is a two pass tube side. Here upper some tubes which are moving in the left side direction, and these lower tubes in this fluid is moving in the right direction. So this is two pass tube side heat exchanger. These are the baffles which are shown inside this shell. Baffles are used to increase the fluid velocity, and it is used to increase the fluid velocity by diverting the flow across the tube bundle to obtain higher transfer coefficient. So baffle will increase the surface area of the fluid. In this image you can see this is a baffle spacing. It is the distance between adjacent baffles. The baffle spacing of 0.2 to 1 times of the inside shell diameter is commonly used. This is an image in which baffle spacers are used, which are used in order to hold the baffles in a position. Baffle types. In this image basically three types are shown: cut segmental baffle type, disc and donut baffle type, and orifice baffle type. In case of cut segmental baffle, a segment called baffle cut is removed to form the baffle expressed as percentage of the baffle diameter. So here you can see the portion of the baffle is cut. Baffle cuts from 15 to 45% are normally used. A baffle cut of 20 to 25% provide a good heat transfer with the reasonable pressure drop. The percent cut for segmental baffle refers to cut away height from its diameter. So here you can see these are either upper side or lower side of the diameter. These cuts are taken in the baffle. Closer baffle spacing gives greater heat transfer coefficient by inducing higher turbulence, but the pressure drop is more with closer baffle spacing, means there will be more number of baffles which will increase the resistance to the flow of fluid. The pressure drop which occurs in a heat exchanger is due to losses. These are, first one is frictional loss which occurs during the flow. This is a second loss which occurs due to change in direction of flow. And third, that is loss due to expansion and contraction which occurs into and out of nozzles and tubes. Here mathematical relation is given to calculate the pressure drop in a pipe. Delta P is equal to F into L by D into rho V square by 2. This is a pumping power in a kilowatt. In this relation, these are the parameters. F means friction factor, L length of pipe, DH hydraulic diameter, Vm mean velocity of flow, m dot mass flow rate, and rho is a density. So at the end of this session you can explain design of shell and tube type heat exchangers. Subscribe the channel for further video sessions. Thank you.